want this. Yes, I want this. Okay. Alright, let's see. That's right. Yes, alright. Hello. Nice to see you here. Hello. Hey, we talked in a space, didn't we? I think we talked. That's so funny because I talked with Chris in a space and you have the same username. So yeah, I think I remember you. We were in a space. Okay, cool. I remember who you are. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, it's nice to see people that I know. That's always so hopeful. Thank you so much. So, today is some interesting subjects to talk about. How are you doing, by the way? You know, thank you for coming in and spending time here. I appreciate y'all being here. This is very helpful to not just be talking to myself, you know. It's nice to have somebody in the chat. Yes, Twitch streamers. Okay, so you should definitely look up NFT and NFT art on Twitch and follow as many as you can. Ethan S. Brewerton is an amazing artist. I should find him and drop him actually in the chat. He's perfect for Twitch because he's figured out the formula to be able to monetize his NFT creation process while he's on Twitch, which is so clever, which was like the first thing that I was going for. I was like, look, why don't we get paid while we make our art? So let me actually find him really quick because this is actually a good thing. Because if that's what you came for, let me hook you up and show you the man. Ethan S. Brewerton has figured it out. He's got it all.
Beautiful, guys.
And then we'll get into my subject. Ethan. I know I follow him. You know, he's in my, let's see. Following Ethan S. Where is he? Ethan. Man, I can't find him. What a bummer. Okay, I hope I have it, like, I'll DM you. How about that? DM me about it, and I'll send it to you later. I don't want to spend too much time looking for it, because I can only stream for an hour today, guys. I have plans. I have things I gotta go do. Gotta go live my life, too. So, but if you search him, or try to find him, his name is Ethan S. Brewerton. He has an awesome beard that has, like, vitiligo in it. And it's great. It's so great. I love his beard so much. But the way that he does his whole creative process, and then he has enough streamers that they subscribe, and then they can give him bits. And with the bits, he's like, okay, should I put horns? You know, give me 2 bits if I should put horns, or if I should put, you know, scales. Like, I'm like, dude, this is brilliant. Like, you're having the audience interact with what you're making, and they're like paying you while they do it. Kush! What's up? This is an afternoon stream, finally. Oh shit, good to see you. Okay, so I'm all over the place, man. I'm all over the place. Okay. Ethan S. Brewerton. Yes, good to see you. I got a lot to talk about today, guys. Fuck, there's a lot. I gotta stay focused because, like I said, I only have an hour to talk about it. I wish I could just shoot the shit and get it in and get it out, but I'm on a mission. I got to focus on what I'm doing here. So, I'll DM you, Ethan S. Brewerton. We'll get back to that. We're gonna talk about NFT predators and how to be a better ally. Period. Okay. It's all good. No, I'm squirrel. I'm easily distracted. I feel like NFT predators come in many different forms. NFT predators can be people who want to fucking scam you, who want to pretend that they are MetaMask support or OpenSea support, and then you click a link and they're phishing and they're getting all access, you know, to whatever. Or they're manipulating you and pretending to be OpenSea customer service in a Discord, and then they take you to a Discord and you're basically getting catfished by a scam OpenSea customer service, and people are literally giving their seed phrases to these people thinking that it's going to help them get their payouts. And it's like, no, baby doll. No. We don't need to drink to that, because we don't just be giving, It's like your social security number. It's like you wouldn't just give your social security number to anybody, not your gallery, not for your art, not for that. You know what I mean? So people have to also understand the difference between being hacked and being scammed, because those are two different things. And you have to be diligent and aware of those two different things. And I'm hearing mixed messages about MetaMask that it's like, oh no, you don't have to sign out from it and you don't have to unlog in. It's fine. You know, you can just stay logged in. And for the most part, I seem to be hearing that that's okay. But then I also hear how MetaMask is the reason, or that is the same culprit in all of this, where somebody's entire gallery could just be swept up from under them. And then they're responding in the Discord like, ha ha ha, did you lose your little monkeys? Did you lose your little dogs? That's so fucked up. So that is predatory. That is something to watch out for. You want to be careful of that. There are also posts where people will pretend to be collectors just to build a following. I call them catfish collectors. They're basically just saying, show me all of your art, you know, shill posts. But then you go and you look and they don't really collect the art, and they're not even really collectors. They have thousands and thousands of followers. So try to find the people who are actually collectors. Those are going to be better allies for you than these shill posts. That's what I realized, is that it's quality over quantity. It isn't how much that you're posting. It's the right places with the right people. And it's very, very hard to distinguish where your right people are going to be. You want to be really, really careful with who, you know, you think are the right people and who are not. So, another type of predator that you want to look out for in this NFT space, in my opinion, are these big accounts with big followings that kind of create these sort of interpersonal relationships with all of these different artists and kind of create like these, I can only describe them as high school football teams, where it's like, you're going to be on this NFT X teams, and you're going to be on this NFT Y's team, okay? And we have X and Y team going head to head with all of these like cliquey sort of interpersonal conflicts and drama that nobody really fucking knows about, but they have no problem displaying in the public like that. And you can see like which NFT team versus which NFT team, you know, is trying to reign supreme and get the most followers and have the strongest following. And in reality, what I'm realizing is most artists just want to get along, man. We all just want to have fun. And we all just want to be able to go anywhere freely and not feel like there's a rivalry between each teams. And unfortunately, that's what it is, because we live in a very sports-minded kind of culture. And with this particular situation, this collector collects people, okay? He collects people, and he keeps the people that he collects very close in the pocket by collecting their art and sort of creating a team or, a football team of players that are not going to step against their coach. They're not going to question their coach because their coach has bought their art and helped their careers. And this is a part of the dynamic in this space that I wasn't familiar with, because when a collector, regardless of their gender or orientation, is creating interpersonal entanglements and almost like a psychological game with multiple women multiple women inside of this art space. When you're an emerging artist, somebody with 10,000 plus followers is going to be very, very appealing to them. You're going to want to develop a relationship with them, whether you're male or female. But if you are a man in power and position and you abuse it, I refuse to pretend like that is allowed or okay or not speak on that. So, this is a heavy conversation. And again, thank you all for being here. This is not like something that I take lightly or want to even bring up like this. But I had a really positive space with my little sis. And it made me realize that I would be doing a disservice to her and other women in the space that look up to me. And I know they look up to me no matter what anybody fucking says, because I get the DMs and I see the comments and I know the good that I have done in the world because it comes back to me and I see it. And I'm so very proud that all of the good things that I have done can never, ever be eclipsed by one minor character assassination or flaw, right? So I feel like it's so important to take this time and do what I wanted to do when this happened, when it originally happened. Because I thought like, wow, there are other women who are probably getting swept up on this whole collector, millionaire, Casanova kind of mentality. And this guy is going to help me get out of whatever it is that I'm in. And it just reminded me a lot of the Me Too movement and Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby, and how people with money and positions of power are able to keep other people quiet when there is honest to God foul play amidst. Okay? And you cannot question somebody about disloyalty. And you cannot question somebody about talking about somebody behind their back. And you cannot question somebody about if you had bought their NFT in the first minute that it dropped, that they wouldn't be acting like this, because monetary value is not more important to me than the fucking truth. Hands down. And it doesn't fucking matter what anybody else says, because the truth is always going to reign supreme. And that is most important to me. And to all of the women that look up to me, they're going to say, Brisa fucking warned us. Brisa fucking told us. This was heavy on my heart for weeks. So, now that I've led up into it, are y'all still there? Because fuck. This is some heavy shit. I'm like all intense. This is intense breezy. This is intense breezy right now. I'm getting it all fucking out. Cleared out. Clean the air. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Hey. Yes. Heavy shit indeed, right? Oh, it doesn't matter. Bro, it doesn't matter. These are internet strangers from outer fucking space that I've never fucking met in my life, taking energy from me, which is why I'm like, oh, I'm cutting this shit off in an hour. Because I only have an hour of my time to fucking talk about this shit. I can't give this shit anymore. I got a real life with real people that really give a fuck about me, you know? Like, I got real big vegan dicks to go suck in real life. Better shit to fucking do with my time. You know what I'm saying? Heavy shit. Yes, that's what I'm saying, man. Whew! So thank you all again for being here and like sitting with me and going through this, because it's a lot. And I gotta just start at the beginning. So I'm gonna kind of try to like plow through this. And I really appreciate y'all interacting with me right now, because it makes me feel like I'm heard. I'm fucking heard. Y'all hear me? This is important. Okay, so I'm gonna try very, very hard not to mention any names. I think I've been doing a pretty good fucking job about not mentioning any names, right? So far. So I'm gonna continue to try to do that because I don't really like people throwing names around. You know, it's to me it's just not good form. Come to me direct, and I will come to you direct. You know what I'm saying? But if you have to explain things, then you have to explain things. So for that, I'm not going to name any names. There's a young woman who bonded with me in this NFT space, in these Twitter spaces, and we created a kind of friendship, I thought. And I appreciate her immensely, and at the same time, I forgive her because I can see how sleep deprivation and her inner turmoil and her inner demons are making her act the way that she is or to do whatever she did. So for this, I already forgive her. So let's just get that clear. Is that like I look at this with a completely different lens. I can look at this from the outside. That said, we bonded. We had a friendship. It was great. I kind of became crisis management for her. She could not reach her other kind of maternal figure in the space as consistently because she was a busy woman, as I am a busy woman. And she would kind of come to me as like co-parenting, sort of like help, you know? And this young lady needed a lot of help. She was always constantly in a crisis. And one of her crises was that she could not sell a piece of her collection because this piece was about the person that she was having a digital affair with, we'll call it, an online affair. It's really no other way to describe it. And I told her, girl, you've got to go up in that guy's space and talk about your piece because that's where you're going to feel it the most. And that's what's going to make you uncomfortable. And that's how you're going to fucking get it sold. Because that's what the fuck art is supposed to do. It's supposed to inspire you to make a creation out of what you have thought or been inspired by, whatever it is, whatever muse it is, whatever the muse was that made you have to fucking put it out there, you've got to fucking talk about it. And what better place to talk about it than in the muse's room, where the muse fucking created it with all of his thousands of followers, you know, because this is like an influencer in the community. And she took my advice, and she fucking did it. Oh, it is. Yes, it is about the space yesterday. Yes, oh my god, thank you. Because I needed to put this shit on video because I was like, man, I'll put highlights and clips and all kinds of shit. Because if I'm not going to be able to speak my piece, don't worry, the truth will come out. Ooh. So, and I'm an advocate for people in these spaces. Like, I try to let everybody speak, and that's where I fucked up. Because had I just spoke my truth then and there, I could have got it done with. But I'm like, fuck, I'm co-hosting in a space with somebody else's. This is not my space. Like, I'm not sure. She needed rest. I had to let it go. I just had to let it go. And I got a lot of love for the host for taking care of herself. You know, a host has that right to like end whatever sort of beef or disagreements are in the room. You can mute all the mics. You can do all of that. That's the power of being a host. And I applaud her for saying like, this is too much. Like I can't. This isn't what we signed up for. And she's right. She's fucking right. I'm incredibly ashamed and embarrassed about how everything went down the way that it was, because it almost seemed like her space was weaponized against her, and it was like a sabotage moment that these other people took selfish stories and made it about them when it was supposed to be about allyship and other people. And it felt like a hit job. It felt like a character assassination. It felt like they were trying to cancel me. is the word. And it was really like, it was fascinating to see in real life, because I realized like I give y'all too much of my energy and too much of all this divine like gift and source power. Like, I'm sorry, like if this is how y'all gonna fucking treat me, like ew, I gotta fucking pull the plug, you know what I'm saying? I don't know really like which space you mean, because it might have, we might be talking about two different spaces. I had a space with Em and Ro that I hosted, and then the next space that I went into, I co-hosted. And I'm not gonna say yes. Okay, Penelope. All right, you said it. Okay, so I was co-hosting a Penelope space, and Penelope ended the space at the end before I could speak my piece, because it was exhausting. And I don't blame her. I love her for protecting her energy and putting herself first. Like, we always have to do that. We always have to fucking put up our guards all the time when it's too. And she's right. It wasn't the right space. So, I digress. I only have 30 minutes here to like get this home. So, oh yeah, that might have been, yeah, because it was, and it was inappropriate, and that wasn't the right time and the place. And that was what I was trying to express, is that there's a right time and a place to do things with tact, and that whole room got hijacked into a character assassination. And it's so funny to me, because the room was about allyship, and I couldn't get a single ally in the entire fucking room. So this is why I have to like speak my piece now, get it all in 30 minutes. So I am afraid for women in this space that are being collected by this particular collector, because they are kind of being manipulated into thinking like they can be in this relationship with this person that has so much fucking power over them, essentially. And I saw this with my friend, and I was like, girl, like, you need to be careful. Like, you can't just abandon your life on another side of the planet and your marriage and all of that shit. You can't just abandon all of that for this dude in another country, another part of the world. Like, get off of these spaces. There's too much time, too much energy, too much drama. And no, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Okay, whatever, fine. Be dumb, be young, be in love, right? Great, fine. This particular influencer, okay, came up in a space that was very jovial, very happy. Everybody was having a good time. We were selling things were good. He felt offended that somebody had called out his name. And he proceeded to say to this person, keep in mind, this is an influencer in the community. This is the same person who is creating this entanglement. Okay? This is a person who has a lot of fucking fun. He says in this room full of 60 people, NFT babies as far as I'm concerned, that he would wring this guy's neck and fuck him up if he ever saw him in the street. And all of us are like, whoa, 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 what the fuck is happening right now? We don't understand why you're fighting. What the fuck is the deal? And he proceeds to just spill all this fucking tea about this harassment and mismanagement and drama that had nothing to do with the very positive space that we were in. We were making sales, people were making sales, it was an auction, like it was fucking awesome, good vibes. He even said that when he first came up into the room, he's like, oh, you know, the vibes are always good in here. And then fucking killed the fucking vibe completely. And it was like, bro, like, you're a leader in this space. How can you be so violent towards this person right here? Like, can't we talk about this in a group chat? Can't we talk about this in another space? Like, why are you doing this here? And his advocate we'll call him, mutes all the mics and says, no, this is a respected person in the community. We need to hear him say his piece. We need to let him tear into this guy right now and let him have it. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, no fucking way am I going to sit here in this drama right now. This is fucking crazy. And then thankfully, the actual host of the room muted everyone and was like, no. We're going to finish the auction. We're going to focus on the sales. That's the reason why we're here. We're all going to reset the room and come back. So I'm like, good, there's an adult in the room. There's somebody who can fucking have tact and understand, like, dude, we're not going to fight over the internet on some fucking gangster party line shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what the fuck we came for. Not the fuck we came for this drama. We came here to fucking make sales for these people in this room. So the 20 minutes pass, the auction is over, okay? And then the advocate, man, this is sad. The advocate is like, I'm going to mediate between, me and the host are going to mediate between all of these people, and we're going to share. And this mediator, this advocate, man, he was sauced, like had no business mediating anything or judging anything, but I digress. The host is like, yeah, it's important we have these discussions and it's important we talk this stuff out and we work things out. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. If we could talk like adults and not make threats towards each other, physical threats. Cool, let's do that then. Let's fucking talk. I could tell, like, the first 5 minutes into it, that it was just fucking drama back and forth. They were fighting victim mentality back and forth, screaming just nonsense, being men, being aggressive, angry fucking men. And I was like, look, if you cannot talk normally, peacefully, I gotta go. Like, I'm too fucking old for this. I'm not your moms. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you guys fucking fight. It is like 2 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. I gotta go, right? I was like, I gotta fucking go. I got other shit to do with my motherfucking energy. Which, again, everybody, even if you're in this room right now, if this story is too fucking much, that's okay too. Like, it's okay too. Like, I respect everybody's peace and everybody's energy and everybody's reasons for everything that they do. I'm gonna drink to that. Okay, so, yeah, because I see there's a couple. Okay, cool. Thank you all. So, during this mediation, it was basically 2 against 1. And then this young lady, who I mentioned earlier, who kind of had this interpersonal entanglement, who didn't even know what the context of what this argument was happening, she was doing something else, comes into the space and starts bulldogging against this guy too. So now there's 3 people bulldogging against 1 person. And this is not a mediation. This is a fucking character assassination in real time. I'm seeing it fucking happen in front of me. And I'm like, yo, this is not it. Like, there's a lot of ways to fucking do what y'all are trying to do right now, but this is not fucking it. And I don't have the energy or the time to sit here and re-explain it to you over and over again how to fucking do it, because this ain't it. And I bounced, I dipped, I left the fucking room. And I have no motherfucking idea what happened after that, right? Okay, good. How are we doing on time? Good, we're doing fantastic. Whew, I love you guys. Thank you so much. All right. A leader in the community telling somebody in a space that he would wring his fucking neck is like unacceptable to me in any capacity. But anyway, I fucking digress. So after this happens, I reach out to everybody that was in the room and in that space via DM, and I tell them how fucking disappointed I am. How fucking disappointed I am in how that went down, how it was carried. how everybody acted, how it was so one-sided, how everybody was bulldogging against one fucking person, and just how inappropriate it was. And that, look, we're all adults, and like we can have disagreements, but like if you want to talk about it, cool, and if you don't, that's cool too, basically, essentially. But I just needed to acknowledge that that type of behavior is not acceptable to me. I don't fucking rock with that type of shit, you know? Because I don't like bullying in any type of fucking capacity. So to see somebody fucking bullying someone else in real fucking time, in a fucking space, well, I got a purple circle around my fucking head, I wasn't gonna sit for it. I wasn't gonna have it. So it's really funny that they're trying to like reframe it and frame the narrative around it that I am the bully now. Because if I was having an affair with someone, I'd be pretty fucking freaked out too, you know? And I would definitely question a lot of fucking things about my life choices and what I do, period. And if I was an influencer collecting humans, okay, and creating these mind fuckeries with these women, trying to promote his position of power, there's a lot to be fucking said there, and there's a lot to unpack. And that's what I was seeing in real time. And I was like, I'll be fucking damned if I'm not gonna warn other people to be aware of who is who in these very vast waters that we're all trying to navigate. All of us are trying to navigate it with sharks and whales and little fucking piranhas. All that type of shit is in the water. And you just gotta kind of know who the fuck is who and how to swim. Because these football teams, like I fucking said, are heavy. They're heavy in the discords. They're heavy in the group chats. They have a lot of fucking strength and a lot of fucking weight. And when they say bulldog on this person, they will fucking do that. They will weaponize the most minuscule things to be able to use it against you. So now let's move forward, because thankfully I have notes. All right, I talked about the I'll wring your fucking neck part, which is good. So this young lady, man, you know, we're still friends, and she kind of says, you know, thank you for letting me know that. I never looked at him that way. I cannot believe he would be talking to other women like that. Oh my God, you're so right. I should fucking totally reconsider. Yada yada, blah blah blah. We're still streaming? Yes, okay. I always have to check, like, am I still live? Anytime I, like, hear my reset on my, like, I'm like, oh, fuck, am I still streaming? Okay, I'm still there. She thanked me. She thanked me for it. She was like, thank you. I never thought about it like that. I never saw it like that. I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit, because you're just a little baby and you don't fucking know any better. And men are like that. They're manipulative like that. Oh, you're the only one, baby. You're the best in the world. I'm gonna make you a star. I'm gonna buy all your art. It's like, nah, motherfucker. Nah. Nah. Okay? So, ladies, be careful of that. Okay? Watch your MetaMask. Get a fucking cold storage wallet. Make sure motherfuckers have good intentions. Watch how flirtatious they are in the DMs. Okay? Because this motherfucker is very flirtatious in the DMs. And I could see how that would be cunning, or provocative, or look at this guy who's paying attention to me in the middle of COVID when I've been stuck at home and not even my fucking husband pays attention to me. Yes, connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then times that by 20. You know what I mean? Because it's a collection. And I know for a fucking fact that he's not the only one. He's not the only one that does that. There's a lot of men in this position right now. A lot of bros, a lot of tech bros are coming into this NFT space with a lot of fucking money and not really giving a fuck about the art so much, you know? Not really giving a fuck so much. So speaking about giving a fuck about the art, being a collector, I am an erotic artist. I make nude art. My art is very, very not safe for work. I have to be careful what I post on Instagram because I have been deleted. I have to be mindful of which places that I post my share your artwork posts, because I have been blocked for my art that I create by people. And when you are like an emotional support for someone and you help them all the fucking time, it gets heavy when somebody cannot return that sort of support. You know, when somebody only takes and takes and takes and doesn't ever like check in with you or see or like kind of like reciprocate. Reciprocity. Yeah. When there's no reciprocation happening, it's very one-sided and it's very unfair. And it was another time that I realized, like, why am I giving so much of my source energy and my divine gifts? Like, why am I giving this away to somebody who cannot return it back to me or give it back to me? Not even an emotional, psychological, like, even therapy dog level. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even come for me like that. What the fuck am I doing here being friends with somebody who I'm always there for in every crisis and they can't be there for me? And I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's not about that. It's okay. Like, you're a good person and you just have more to give, and that's fine, right? The least that they can do is retweet your art and share your art and like support you on the timeline. Like, they can't support you in real life, but at least they can support you on the timeline, right? I have enough emotional equity built up with this person that I have been there for so many fucking times for so much shit. The least they could fucking do is like support my motherfucking drops and support my art in the same way that I reciprocate and would support their drops, right? And this was where I learned that there was a cultural difference, because although some of my posts she could share, this particular post, which I swear to God, when I look at them side by side, I can't really tell the difference. Why? This particular post, she was like, no, I can't. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to do that. And it made me realize that she has her own psychological issues to work out and to deal with. And it was one of those things that like I had to process. And I told her that. I was like, I need some time to like digest this. Because I have been there for you on so many different levels. For this to be the one thing and the only thing that you can support me with. You know, retweets are free. Likes are free. Like, it's not that fucking hard, you know? Maybe, psychologically, for some people, a retweet is life or death. Whatever. It was more like, girl, I've done so fucking much for you. Really? Like, you could just fucking not support me in this one thing? Like, okay, just give me some time. Let me think about this. And while I was processing that, I had posted my show your art on a yellow photo thread where everybody had yellow photos, yellow themed photos. And my post got immediately hidden. Although there were like other posts that had nudity allowed to stay. And this was when I realized that I'm between a rock and a hard place in this industry, because I have so many things against me that even my allies, my friends, don't want to support my art. Strangers don't want to allow my art to be seen because they deem it offensive. My friends are deeming my art offensive to their timelines. My friends, frenemies. And I felt a need to share this in a space. So, thank you, Kush. I love you. I love you. I know you support me. You're always in my stream. I felt the need to share this in a space. So I went into the mediator space where he happened to be talking about socialism and communism and how like some of the greatest writers are really kind of pieces of shit in real life, which is so funny because it's almost like he was talking about himself in a way. And I felt compelled to kind of come up and be like, yeah, man, like it's crazy, you know, talking about Bukowski because these these spaces are kind of like group therapy, you know? Like people come into these spaces for a lot of entertainment and a lot of like, you know, source energy. And it's great. It's great to see people be able to learn and give insight, right? Together and share. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be vulnerable and I'm going to say like how I feel right now because I see that this young lady is also in this room. And I haven't been able to get any emotional support from her whatsoever. And it would be nice to kind of have like a little help, right? From my friend who I have helped so many other times. Would you believe that in this space, she just fumbled and she couldn't fucking say anything to me and she passed the mic to somebody else. And while this person was very, very sweet and very positive and it was great, it was nice, I couldn't fucking believe that like this person that I have invested so much time and energy into could just abandon me like that in my time of need live. I was like, wow, okay, fuck, like guess we really are not that good of a friendship after all. And I bounced. I left. I was so upset. I was like, dude, I gotta go for a jog. I gotta go run. I gotta go do something, you know, with myself. I can't sit here and be fucking feeling like 25 tigers are chasing me right now, you know? It's time. Later, come to find out, she did speak up after I left. But she never reached out to me and she never really messaged me and she never really said anything to me. And I feel like if you hear a friend that you actually know their voice and you know what they sound like and you know when they're in distress and you don't reach out to them, especially when it's like a subject that we were already beefing about. Like you and I were already having an issue, you know, about nudity and nude photos. So to not reach out to somebody, to me, it was just like, wow, like you're a shitty friend. Like you're kind of a shitty friend to do that to someone. And when I called her out on that, she felt it was an attack. She felt like she was being attacked for being a shitty friend. And I realize now, after like all of this drama and like source energy that I have put into this, it's like, man, no wonder they felt like they had to do a preemptive attack on me, right? Because in reality, I would never, ever, ever have beef with anybody that I've created a real relationship with because I value my time and my energy. So for somebody to say like I'm not going to be friends with you anymore over this is so fucking stupid and silly and like low frequency to me that I'm just like, man, you fucking tripping. Like, no fucking way. Okay, I got 20 minutes, so I gotta like kind of wrap it up. When you confront someone about how they are mistreating you, it might look like an attack. But in reality, it is expressing pain and discomfort and uneasiness. And after I shared this with her, I said, look,
we need to set up a space. We need to set up a time to talk. There's a lot that can be misrepresented in text here. We need to understand each other. So let's set up a space and talk about all of this. And she took that as a threat and felt like she was going to be exposed for her entanglements that she has created in her life that are reflected in her art. And to me, it was like, this is predatory behavior, and I'm so sorry that you got sucked in the fucking middle of it. But it's not just about you, honey. Like, it's about letting everybody know that there are fucked up people out here that are playing you like motherfucking collectibles. You need to be fucking careful of this. You need to be fucking mindful of this. And I'm sorry that you got played, and I'm sorry that it's about to fucking come out. And again, I'm hoping I never said any names or did any names or do any names. I'm hoping I was pretty good about not saying any names. But after she was like, you know, bring it in a space, I was like, okay, bet. Let's do that. And I thought, okay, I'll do that at my leisure whenever the fuck I have time. Not even 2 seconds after that message did her NFT boyfriend, we'll call him, come into my DMs bullying me, talking shit to me, telling me how disloyal I am and how I'm talking shit behind people's back, and how if he would have just fucking bought my NFT the first minute it dropped, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And I'm like, you think I need predators like you as collectors, motherfucker? Go fuck yourself. I don't need anybody like you, and don't think monetary value has power over me like that. Because I don't fucking suck dick for nobody. Unless I want to, motherfucker. Excuse my language. Man, this shit is so heavy. Y'all are like troopers for staying through this. This is a long story. And I'm almost fucking done. I swear to God. So when I see that she got her little NFT boyfriend to come fucking bully me in the fucking DM, I was like, nah. I'm setting up a group chat right now. Right fucking now. And we're gonna get all the fucking players that are in this fucking story in one group chat. We're gonna set up a space and we're gonna work it out in the proper time and the proper place. And little did I know that setting up this space with the mediator, the mediator's partner, this frenemy, and this NFT boyfriend was gonna be a fucking viper's den, because the onslaught and barrage of beratement and verbal abuse and just straight up hatred and vitriol because of the narrative that had been spun by little Miss Frenemy to these people, which I know how she is. She's constantly in crisis mode. She's very fucking manipulative. I mean, the fact she's fucking around on her husband is already like, damn, bitch, like, you already fucked up, you know? So I can tell how she would be spinning this narrative to these people, making them feel like I am the bad guy here, when it's like, nah, man, I want to talk to us all so nothing can be fucking confused and we can just clear the motherfucking air. I don't feel like I got any fucking resolve, and I was involved in that shit. And if you're gonna continue to be an influencer in my eyes, and I'm gonna go up in your spaces and I'm gonna go and speak, because I didn't go to any of their fucking spaces anymore after this behavior. I thought it was fucking horrific. I couldn't fucking believe it. It was like bullshit. The way they fucking talked to me and made me feel like, I mean, I'm gonna read some of it. That's why I said it's a live reading. We're coming down to we're coming down to like the last 15 minutes. I'm gonna read some of it. The way that they fucking talked to me in this space was insane. And then to come into my first space, kind of pretend to listen, and then go into the host's next space. It was like an attack. It was like a calculated, weaponized attack. And I feel so sorry for the host, because the host didn't need to go through all of that. Like, it wasn't the right space. It wasn't the right time. I actually tried to have a different space. And let me put it to you like this. When they were fucking berating me and talking shit to me in the group chat, the mediator's wife was hosting a body positive space, LGBTQ space, and it's like, anybody should be in a body positive space. It should be fucking me. But the way that they fucking talked to me in that DM, I was like, oh, I'll never go up in your space again. Out of respect. Out of fucking respect. Until we resolve this and we get this clear. That same respect was not reciprocated. And when you're dealing with a football team, you know, with a lot of sleep deprived, kind of unhealthy, because I mean, the amount of time that you spend on these spaces cannot be healthy. Let's just be real. It cannot be fucking healthy. It's addicting the way that people who spend time in these spaces. It's a little hard to watch. The way that they bullied me and talked down to me, and told me that, like, my art isn't worthy of money or attention or praise, and that I'm just a narcissist, and that it's D-rate shit filtered porn, and that I don't deserve any of the praise or upliftment that I get from uplifting others and speaking positively to others, that people have just gassed me up. And that was like, wow, y'all are like fake as fuck. Like, you all say that you're so positive and real allies, but here you are talking shit to me in a way that, like, I cannot even believe you would say. And thankfully I didn't reciprocate or talk shit back, which is what screenshots are for, because they'll be able to see, if anybody sees. I did a whole fucking screen recording of the whole thing. You can see what the fuck I said and how I said it in all of these DMs. Ask them if you want to. For me, I like live readings. So, without further ado, I'm going to share a little bit of what was said to me. And then for someone to, like, have the audacity to, like, come up and say that I'm the bully when I, in fact, am being bullied, and everybody gets bullied everywhere. It's like, the fact that it had to happen in that space is so selfish and inappropriate and unnecessary. And I apologized to the host. I said I was sorry to the host that it got so derailed. Because honestly, that wasn't the right host for it. You know, there are different energies in different people. Different people can handle different vibes. You know what I mean? And it just wasn't intended for that at all. So it was a complete sabotage by this football team, by this NFT football team. Okay? Oh, this shit is fucking hard. So I don't really want to do, like, too much about it. I just have some, like, greatest hits, I think. Greatest hits are, like, way better than getting too involved. But man, it's pretty fucking deep. So this is from the mediator. And this was, mind you, this was second by the mediator's partners. You don't deserve money and attention. There's no virtue here, you ass. Your work was hack level shit because you're a corporate hack, not because of your body. We want to be treated like a genius for shitting bad copy. We aren't in shit, we are trying to earn a living. All of these people are professional and sincere and kind, but nobody is going to put your D-grade, fruit-wasting, shit-filtered porn at the front of the line in an art space. We were cool, all of us, with your insights, your work, your saltiness, and the truths you told until you started stirring shit because of your crisis living ass can't get by. And I'm like, oh, this is projecting of Little Miss Frenemy. She is the crisis living one all the time. And Mediator's partner was mommy first, was co-mommy first to Little Miss Crisis Living. And when I say, like, I need to resolve this there's this unresolved bullying from this past space. How about just moving forward? Nobody gives a shit about you, Risa. You are a self-consumed and incredibly rude narcissist. But who gives a fuck? We have families to feed, people with diseases to care about. Who could give a shit about your toxic feelings, and you're bringing shit into these spaces because of your inadequacies and perceived slights. The way you're bringing up anti-racist and all sorts of discourses to grind your personal acts. You're a corporate type faker and a snake. Leave people alone. And I'm like, man, like, are you saying that, like, my social justice warrior ways are fucking bad? Aw, you don't like? And the corporate hack part, that part still took me for a loop because I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, I'm so fucking socialist, communist, pro, like, not me, us. Like, that whole shit, like, for somebody to say that, I was like, how are you holding body positive spaces? Like, how are you even, like, what the fuck? Like, and you're gonna agree with him? You're gonna say he's right? You are narcissistic? And I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm trying to resolve this shit in a fucking peaceful environment, in the proper place, in the proper time. And you all wanna fucking attack me with shit like this? Are you fucking for real right now? And when I confronted NFT Boyfriend, he doubled down again and said, if I would have bought your NFT the first second it dropped, you would have changed your tone. You wouldn't even be acting like this right now. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, bro, nobody wants you in my fucking... I don't need you as a collector. You're the last person on the motherfucking planet I want to say is my collector. If this is how the fuck you act. You tell people you want to wring their fucking necks, and then you're having interpersonal relationships with married women in this space, and then you're pushing your fucking power and your clout at the same time. Go fuck yourself, motherfucker. Nobody needs that kind of support. Nobody needs that kind of fucking team, football team. All right, not me. I don't even like sports. Fuck your sports, all of them. Okay, so when they came up into, this is the next day now. I had a really positive space before for all my little NFT babies. They came in. It was great. It was amazing. I'm so proud of us all. Like, who would have fucking thought? For them to come in to the second host space with their interpersonal drama and shit that they had, it was the wrong place and the wrong fucking time. It was so selfish to do that because it started off properly of how we could be better allies in the space, and it made me realize that, like, a lot of people don't know this. Like, a lot of people don't know how to be a better ally, like how to be able to navigate these interpersonal relationships, because people overthink things too much. They look into the slightest things too deeply, and a lot of them are fucking sleep deprived and unhealthy. I'm just gonna be fucking honest, emotionally and physically. So, you know, you have to be fucking mindful of who the fuck you're getting your opinions from and your advice from when they're not really in the right mindset to even be doing that to begin with, you know? And what I learned out of all of this is I gotta have forgiveness. Everybody has their reasons for exactly how they acted. this young lady was terrified that I was going to expose her in this space. And honestly, I didn't want to. I didn't want to bring it up at all, like how we were, or how it was happening. And that's my mistake if it ended up like that, I guess. But I also wasn't going to not stand up for myself. And I also wasn't going to not speak up for myself. And every time that I tried to speak up for myself, I would get, I wouldn't say interrupted, but I would see that other people had something to say. And I realized in retrospect, I should have just said all of this right then and there and cleared it. But I decided to kind of save grace for the host and save it for here because I have the luxury of having my own Twitch show. I have the luxury of bringing my own energy here and talking about whatever the fuck I want for however long I want. So why not fucking come here and be able to fucking get it all out and express exactly what the fuck happened? Because for this frenemy to say that I'm the bully and I'm the one who bullied her, in reality, this woman manipulated an entire plan to have her entire NFT boyfriend's football team jump in and come after me, and they fucking did. And I'm happy they did, because it exposed how they really motherfucking feel. All of them. And that's important to me. That's important to know what kind of sharks and what kind of killer whales and what kind of humpback whales. Like, it's good to know, like, who the fuck you're swimming with in these waters, you know? And I still have forgiveness. I still have forgiveness for everyone included, including myself. It was a mistake. It shouldn't have happened the way that it did. It was crazy. I tried to fucking get out of it. I couldn't fucking get out of it. But what I can get out of is saying my truth and saving my own grace and saving my own peace. So I wish everybody the clarity to be able to do that and the awareness to be able to do that. Ooh, I got a little fly. Just, you know what that means? Woo! Gonna have to pull out the fucking zappy zaps. I wish everybody has the clarity and the solace to be able to speak their truths. It's not easy. It's not easy to be accused of something and then have to be ridiculed for it without even being able to say your side of the story. There's always two sides, you know, to every coin. And I think that's why I love duality so much. I think that's why I can have forgiveness. I think that's why I live in a higher frequency of love always. Where, like, even if we're having a disagreement, if we can resolve it with love or come to an agreement out of love or even come to a disagreement out of love. Today, I had a conversation with a young lady where we had a few disagreements about a few things, but it came from love because we're both good people and we both understand that, like, we mean well and we're both helping each other to understand that we mean well. Oh, I gotta go get my fucking tennis racket. You know what? I'm almost done. Kush, you've been here this whole time. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Everybody else who's been in but not in the chat, thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody who came into the chat. This was a lot. It was a heavy conversation. I'm glad that I was able to, like, say my piece. I feel a lot better. Oh, yes, Kush, I love you so much. I'll be back to my normal programming. I have NFT drops. I have NFTs. I have all kinds of NFTs now to talk about. I sold my first NFT! Oh my god! I didn't even tell you, Kush. I couldn't even fucking celebrate because it was like, it was such a fucking drug high. Like, it was so crazy. I can't even fucking put it in words. When you make a sale on NFTs, that shit is like drugs. It gets you so fucking high, and then people be chasing that shit all the fucking time, trying to get that same high. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I don't know if anybody in here knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Yay! Thank you. I'm so happy. God, I felt so fucking solidified. Yes, do it. Okay, good. Do it. Do it on OpenSea. It's cheaper. Way cheaper. Fuck these other guys. And I gotta send you a pump my gas. Gas rules everything around me, so you can see like the best time when to mint, so it's cheaper. I will support you. Are you kidding me? You better fucking drop the link. Tell me I'll put you up on my show. We're gonna talk about you on my show. I already talked about all the other NFTs you recommended. We're gonna talk about your NFTs now. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. See, we're babies. We're just little babies. We're learning. We're learning together. We're helping. I'm so proud of you, Kush. This is it. There's a mass adoption. This is how we're gonna do it. This is how we're gonna get people. And you know what? Speaking of mass adoption, this is another fucking conversation. This is another fucking conversation, but it's important that I say it, so I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry I keep hitting you. I'm so sorry. Okay. We need to start minting on Polygon. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, that buying things on OpenSea with Polygon is fucking hard. Shit is not easy. But Polygon has way cheaper fees, apparently. No gas fees to mint, but hella gas fees to buy. So I'm like trying to figure out like, what is the happy medium? I need to like learn more about Polygon, but Kush, if you're getting into this, goddamn motherfucker, I'm gonna get it. If you're getting into this, look into Polygon. Polygon is like a pretty popular way, but not popular enough yet. And Tezos on Hicketnock. Those are two very affordable places to be able to mint. Not this fucking $200, $300, $400 bullshit on Foundation. That's right. I'll never steal you wrong. I'll tell you the truth always. I'll always tell you the truth. This is bullshit. I didn't fucking know how expensive it was. I'm like, man, Foundation is elitist. This is an elitist platform for rich people. This is crazy. But whatever, you know, to each their own, and everybody has to learn in their own path, you know? Oh, man. My collab. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm open to collab, especially if you're a baby. That's my thing. That's my fucking thing. I don't want to talk about my NFTs today because I want to talk about them tomorrow when I'm like in a better, peaceful headspace. I don't know about tomorrow. More like next week. Because I'm going to need some time to recover from this. This was a heavy space. This is a heavy switch. But DM me. Send me your shit. I definitely want to talk to you about that. Because I want to collab with... That's what I'm doing right now. That's exactly what my NFTs are. People who haven't done it yet, I'm collabing with them, and I'm minting for them, and then I'm giving them a percentage of it to get them into it. Just to get them to set up their fucking wallets. And then once they set up their wallets, then I'm able to fucking... They can mint their own. You're already ahead of the game. You're ready to mint your own, which is a completely different collaboration, which I'm fucking down to do. Because then we do splits, which is great. Great! It's great! I love it! Technology! Blockchain! It's amazing! And even with all this other negative shit that I'm talking about right now, the NFT community is still fucking awesome. It's still amazing. Like, there are still really good people out there that mean really fucking good, and like me, who actually mean good and want to do good no matter what. Selfless people. You know what I'm saying? And that's important. That's important to find those people. I'll always hype you up, man. Hype team. We'll make our own fucking anti-NFT football team where we don't like sports. We're gonna be all the fucking freaks and geeks and weirdos. Where we don't play sports, we just play art. We just do art for real. We're not into this fucking victim, winner, alpha male mentality that's fucking going on in there. Where you could like gang up and bulldog people and shit and not advocate for anybody. It's like, man, get the fuck out of here. It's fucking crazy. So, this is a good space. See, we came up on the hour. Yeah! I love it! I love it! Whew! This was a lot, man. You know, it's not easy.
It's not fucking easy trying to navigate and learn at the same time. Like, people that I used to look up to, I don't look up to no more, that's for sure. There's a lot of them. There's a fucking lot of them. Thank you. I will try to do this again. I'll try to do earlier. Thank you for letting me know. I do miss you in the chats. I would always miss you because I would stream so late. And you were so much fun in the chats. I do miss you, Fish. Thank you for being here. Thank you everybody who is in here watching. I see you. I see you in here. And I will talk about my NFTs next week. Maybe like on Tuesday or something. I'm gonna try to create an actual schedule now, where like it's either gonna be Tuesdays and Thursdays, and like one day on the weekend, maybe. You know, like today's Saturday, so maybe I'll do like a Sunday or a Saturday stream. But I think Tuesdays and Thursdays is gonna be the fucking schedule from now on. And I got so many artists to talk about. Fuck! I got a fucking gallery coming up, bro. I'm an NFT coordinator for a fucking gallery. Shit, fuck. I gotta talk about this right now, because I could get your shit in a fucking gallery if you want it. Seriously, DM me. Here in Santa Monica, in LA, the PYFC, the Pico Youth and Family Center. Let me reset. So I'm gonna have to. Let me hold up this cucumber so I know this time. Cucumber time. Okay. Reset. Cut. Rolling. The PYFC gallery is the NFT gallery, inaugural gallery that I am the NFT coordinator for, that is going to be having their Art for Hearts auction at the Bergamot Station on September 25th. The deadline, if you're an NFT artist, to submit your art is the 17th. So today, 6 days from now. Pressure's on! What we are asking for is for artists to donate their pieces, fill out our form, donate their pieces to the auction, and then whatever the piece is sold for on the secondary, each artist is going to get 15% of those sales. So the initial purchase goes straight to the center because it's a fundraiser. But then when that collector puts it on the secondary, you, the artist, will collect 15% from whatever that sale is. Which is fucking fantastic, I think. It's amazing. It's amazing. So, Bergamot Station is a big deal. I've been to a few art shows at the Bergamot Station. It's a beautiful building, beautiful space, really amazing. We're going to have a 70-inch screen showing everybody's NFTs, kind of like on a loop. And then we're going to have QR codes where you can scan for each one to go to the gallery on the OpenSea and be able to buy it. And we're going to have a computer set up too, because sometimes people are not able to buy on mobile the way that they can buy on a computer. And if they want to do it live, we need to have that all set up. So, oh shit, I'm so proud. Even though the negative shit happened, you want to make me look bad, but I'll be doing shit for the community. Yeah. And that's on Good Karma, bitch. Alright, so, I love you guys. All of you are amazing. Kush, you are the best. You are the perfect stream companion. I could not ask for a better person to be in here and listen to me fucking say all my cockaboo poos and gripes and problems and stuff. Thank you so much. I'm going to be ending the stream now. I will see you guys later. And take care of yourselves. Drink some water. Take your vitamins. Go stretch your legs. And love yourselves, man. Gotta love ourselves. Love ourselves first so that we can love others. Okay, bye.